Okay. Hello, everybody. Um, we have an exciting. Yeah, sorry. It's 7 a.m. for me. So if you guys are watching this in Europe, then it's roughly the middle of the day. If you're in America, then I commend you for getting out of bed to watch some pod racing. Or maybe you just stayed up all night. Who knows? People do weird things. Um, and if you're in like Australia or Asia or something, then maybe this will help you go to sleep. Anyway, I'm King Bean Dip. Welcome to another round between Knock and Zelascelar. This um, is. Oh, sorry. Give countdown. All right, countdown has been given. So this match will likely determine the first place in the losers bracket. Sorry, in the losers. Not. Oh man, Group 2. That's what I mean to say. Yeah, I guess you could always watch it in bed. Anyway, we are starting here on Scrap Run. Um, also, need to check, make sure game audio is okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Sweet. We're in business. Oh, right. I need to sync the streams. Where's the so much? If you've listened to me commentate for a while, you know that it just takes me a couple of minutes to get up Trazer. All right. The last player is about to finish lap one, and all right, the last player is a pretty big lead. Um, I would like to tell you how that happened, but I was too distracted doing 50 different things all at once. Looks like both players are underheating, but that is not the biggest of Nox issues at the moment. Um, yeah, so I was about to say something really bad needs to happen with the last one, and it did. So you're welcome, I guess. Knock. He still needs a major mistake. He's put together a pretty big lead, about 5 seconds. Ooh, and Knock crashes again. Uh, yeah, I cannot imagine Zelascelar dying 2 or 3 times with one turn left. And here we go at 158. Race 1 goes to Zelascelar. All right, track permabands. Knock is taking out Death Row's Revenge, which is seemingly and for some reason Zelascelar's favorite track. Zelascelar taking out Inferno, Nock taking out Grabvine, and Zelascelar taking out Abyss. Okay. Thank you, Aster. Juan Sandage has been banned. Waiting on a track ban from Zelascelar. Bunta training course. And Endo Prime Centrum is where we are headed. With no forces. Let's see here. And Juan was banned, so I expect to ban Mirigan. Zelascelar is definitely the stronger player here. But he does have several weaknesses, so I'm curious to see if Nock will be able to capitalize on that. Countdown has been given, so we should be starting in just a moment. Nock taking a little bunk. Looks like Zelascelar still had a little trouble getting the boost on. See how they handle the hairpin. This turn often decides this race. Both took it clean. Nock taking that turn a bit tight and dying. Well, Nock is still fine. He's still playing Pod Racer, but Ben died. And then was resurrected mid-race. Video game logic. Ben drowned. No racers were harmed in the making of this tourney. That's probably true. Well, at least nobody was physically harmed. If anyone was emotionally harmed, then I'm sorry. Knock Knock is not taking the faster lane through the city. It's a small difference, but those little things add up. And Zelascelar has definitely expanded his lead a little bit. And Zelascelar is a relatively clean racer, so I don't envision him making any serious errors on lap 3. Nice and safe on the hairpin. Ooh, Knock having a bit of trouble. That turn is so hard to do quickly with Ben. Oh, that's true. Ace did have a wrist injury. Alright, so at least one racer has been harmed in the making of this tournament in the past. So we do not have a perfect safety record. And Zelascelar takes it. I think they are both on controller. Somebody might correct me. Knock taking out Ben. This could be a setup for Boonta. Oh wait, no, Boonta training course was banned. No, no, it was only temp banned. Although he might ban it here again. If I were Knock in this position, I would be taking out whatever skips I can. Beto's Wild Ride is banned. Alright, that leaves Boonta training skips open. I don't know if she'll want to go there. It's first to 4. We changed it this year to best of 7 matches in the group stage. When we go to a double elimination, it will be best of 9. Okay, this is interesting. So Bulbous Legacy, Force Banning, Bulls, Roar, and Elan Mac. Interesting. So I expect Nock to be taking Mars. Maybe Zelascelar will want to go with Beto again. Which I know he really likes that pod, but it would. Zelascelar is going with Beto, which is definitely a tactical error. So according to the simulator here, Beto is only, I think, less than half a second faster than Mars. But Mars has such a large handling advantage that Nock could easily make that up. Both players looking okay so far in warm-up. Nock taking the lower route. I'm not sure she used enough boost to make that faster, but this is just warm-up, so we'll see what happens. Alright, both players are ready, so we should be starting shortly. Yes, Mars is the widest pod in the game. It's usually not such a big problem. On certain really narrow passages of track, like the city Baru coast, it can be a bit of a hazard. Alright, Nock has a small lead. Failing to keep her boost on. And she should be boosting down that. Ooh, Zelascelar with a death on lap 1. Which will allow Nock to run away here. Ooh! Ooh. Yeah, she still had a sizable lead after one death each, but Zelascelar died again, and so did Nock. Oh, jeez. So Bulba's legacy is turning out to be a pretty messy track for tournament matches this year. If Nock races clean on lap 3, she has this. Oh, and Zelascelar with another death. This is going to Nock. Nice. Nock taking the lower route on lap 3, that is a mistake. It is not faster on lap 3 because you can't use enough boost before the finish line. Okay, well, Nock has a point now. She only has one pick left, so in order to win the match, she'll have to win on one of Zelascelar's pick. But maybe she can pull it out. If Nock wins this, alright, Nock lost to Digital Unity, and Zelascelar beat Digital Unity. So if Zelascelar lost to Nock, then I think that it would come down to whoever has the most points for which of the three wins the group stage. And that would probably still be Zelascelar. Alright, Zelascelar's banning Ben. Nock banning Boon to Classic. Interesting. We're going to Baru Coast without Ben. All right. With Ben being banned, there are like 5 different pods you can take here. They include Mars, Elan, Mahonic, Bulls if you want to go really crazy. Beto if you want to be crazy but don't want to use Bulls for some reason. Bullseye is a very strong pick now that Ben is banned. Actually, Bullseye would be a strong pick anyway. It kind of looks like that is what Zelascelar is going with. And Nox sticking with Mars. Bullseye with a really clean run can do 357 on this track or better. Mars can do a low 350 or in the low 350s, but is much harder to execute. So this will come down to execution. This is the only track where I personally am a little put off by how wide Mars is. Through the city section, it can be difficult to stay in between the very tight walls across the bridge and a couple other spots. So we will see what happens. Knock under heating. Ooh. Lost the boost before the jump. Mars should catch up here across the beach, but after that is the really windy section of the track, and Zelascelar should pull ahead. Zelascelar still with the lead going into the windy section. That's not very good for Nock. See how Bullseye just pulls away in those couple turns. Nock really struggling to get a boost. I mean, Mars is the faster pick here, but he requires a lot more preparation. So both players clean lap 1, but Zelascelar already has about a 6-second lead. Zelascelar is still looking clean and just eating up those hairpins. Knock with a death on the bridge. That could be because of how wide Mars is. And that's the very spot that concerns me. Zelascelar well into his third lap. It looks like he would have to die probably 3 times in order for Nock to catch up. Maybe more. He's more than the entire beach ahead. Oof, that is a 16-second lead. If Zelascelar wins this match, then he will be the only player in the group stage who has not lost any of their matches so far. And so he would almost certainly be winning the group stage for the lower group. And he takes it, 4:06. Not a bad time. Yeah, Mars is a brave pick here, as Nock is just having a lot of trouble keeping his boost on. Nock banning Ben. This is the last time Nock will be able to choose a track. And she has 1 force left. And I expect her to use it. Zelascelar taking out Bumpy's breakers. Nice. Nock taking us to gauntlet skips. Let's guess we'll see if Gauntlet lives up to its reputation this time. Me too, Nacho.
Back again, huh?
So to run through the skip quickly, pretty early on in the track, you go off-road and then climb up a wall. And getting that climb can be difficult. And then you jump out of bounds and you have to cross over the lower track and then land on it. When you cross over any bit of track, it resets the out of bounds timer, which kills you if you're out of bounds for too long. And the mistake that a lot of players make when they do the skip, especially in tournament, is they jump out of bounds and set up their landing but forget to cross over the track. And so then they'll die to the out of bounds timer, and because they didn't get over the track, they'll respawn up top and have to do it again. We see Nock not making that mistake here in warm-up. She went pretty aggressively towards the track to make sure that she got the reset. Waiting on Zelascelar. Not sure what he's up to. Alright, countdown has been given. Both players taking the safe pod. And we are off. Just a small sink there. Both players looking good so far, but this is all down to the skip. Okay, maybe it is not all down to the skip. So Zelascelar just yeeted himself into that rock. Not sure what that was about. And then seemingly got lost. Oh no, Zelascelar is completely lost. Does he not know how to do the skip? What? Ooh, alright. Nock narrowly avoiding a soft lock. Geez, assuming Nock doesn't soft lock, then she has this? I mean, she's half the track ahead. Yeah, I have no idea what Zelascelar is doing. Technically, he just did a skip by skipping the bulb. That's usually not what we mean with gauntlet skips. Is not going for a Dwayne skip. Oh no, she's just building up speed. Okay, and then died on the speed build up, but that's okay because her lead is still giant. And she gets it. Nock will probably be lapping Zelascelar on the skip this lap. As long as she does not soft lock. Nope. That is one issue with Mars on this track. He's so large that it's difficult to do the tube without dying. And the anti-gravity tube on this track, although much shorter than on any of the other tracks, is the most dangerous. Because there's many asteroids right next to each other, and several of them are directly in the path that you take, and Nock laps Zelascelar. So unless she dies literally 50 times in this tube... Well, there's one. And that was not a soft lock. So Nock takes this. Zelascelar suddenly going for the skip on lap 3? Maybe he remembered how to do it? Oh, he almost got up. Alright, okay, maybe? Nope, he didn't get over the track. That's what I was talking about. And there he got it this time. So a 324 is not very fast for a skip run of this track, but of course it easily beats someone who did a full track for 2 laps. And here comes Zelascelar. Oh, sorry. I need to update the score. So this is match point for Zelascelar. Nox still needs 2 points, and both of them will have to be on Zelascelar's picks. Bullseye is banned, as is Fire Mountain Rally. Boonta Classic, which Nock banned last time, but she switched to banning Fire Mountain for some reason. All right, Boonta Classic without Bullseye. The fastest pod here is Ben, although using someone like Mars would probably be wise. But we'll see what these players do. Bulls and Mars are banned. Okay. That.
Back again, huh?
So that leaves. Wait. So Zelascelar is using the pod that he banned? This isn't the first time that's happened this year. I don't remember who did it the first time. Alright, yeah, it looks like Zelascelar accidentally banned the wrong pod. Not giving him the opportunity to switch his pod bans around to fix that. Nice. Oh, Zelascelar is switching to Neva Key. maybe? No, he's taken Ben. Alright, so we have an accidental Ben mirror on Boonta Classic. Oh, and accidental on a Boonta training course. Oh, you mean if Zelascelar uses Boonta training course instead of Boonta Classic, he has this one in the bag. Alright, he appears to be on the correct track this time. I would like to see one or both of these players using Elan or Mahonic, but Ben is fine. Countdown has been given, so we will buy off momentarily. Anything could happen here. Oh no! Uh, yikes. That sets Nock pretty far behind. Ooh, that was a very poorly timed death. Hopefully Nock doesn't get too tilted by that. This is still a long, complicated track. There will definitely be opportunities to catch up. But she'll have to drive pretty well to do that. And getting a flashing red engine so quickly is not a great start. Almost getting the second one. You know, it's interesting that Zelascelar banned bulls with his force. Bulls would just be such a terrible pod to use. Yeah, Zelascelar is a very large lead. He took a death almost as bad as the one Nock took on lap 1. Right, Nock makes the shortcut on lap 2. She's still got a 15-second lag. Yeah, somewhere around 15 seconds. And this is a really complicated track, but that is a lot of time to make up. Ooh, and now it's closer to 20 seconds. Alright, back down to 15. So this arches section with Ben is one of... it's a section of track that isn't too bad with other pods, but with Ben it's a nightmare. And not clearly struggling very much with it. King Bean also clearly very struggling with words. Alright, Zelascelar is a commanding lead with 1 lap to go. If he does okay on this lap, then he will almost certainly be taking first place in the lower group. Hey! He got the fast version of the shortcut. He went for it on lap 2, but that didn't turn out so well for him. Yeah, even though Zelascelar didn't mean to take Ben here, he still looks pretty comfortable on it. Alright, I'm not sure what that was about. He's got a very large lead, and there are not very many significant obstacles left on the track. Did I say significant? Alright, 7 AM is too early to commentate a match. I'm just going to assume Zelascelar is taking this. So we'll give him a point. $540. Nice. Where's the button? There's the button. Nock got 2 points off of him though, which I think is better than Digital did. Let's see here. Yeah, Zelascelar... Digital only took 1 point off of Zelascelar. But Digital should still be placing higher in the group. Button, there's the button. Hello, Nock.
Hey there. That was
GG's, that was an exciting match.
yeah. I hope that was at least fun to watch.
It certainly was. um, let's see here. Where all did you go? Ando Prime.
Yeah, it
Hello,
was
Zelascelar.
Scrappers and a Prime.
Congrats.
Oh, oh, I almost didn't want to get out of here because of that. GG's.
You know,
anyway,
it's just content. Yeah, GG's and congratulations.
yeah, that's me.
That's-
I'm a walking meme generator. I don't get it, man.
It's so funny because I knew you wanted to do Ubuntu Classic with Bullseye too. So when you banned it, I was like, okay, I'll ban something else.
And I even ban Mars and boats. No, I don't know. I was shocked. I was like, no, I banned Bullseye. No. I thought I went to the training course. Okay, yeah.
Good times.
So
I was very sad you banned Inferno. I was definitely gonna go there. I actually wanted to take you there and do fast lap skips.
Oh boy.
I think that would have been the first fast lap of the.
Yeah, it
of
would be the
tourney, right?
first fast lap of the tourney.
wait. So there are two different skips on Inferno? Or what do you
No,
mean fast
you
laps?
can force fastest lap instead of best overall time.
Oh, so the first is it first lap of all or best of 3?
It's
The fastest lap of 3 laps.
Okay. Ah, that's interesting. I think I missed that on the rules. No.
That's okay. Yeah, nobody's done it so far this year.
We gonna change on that. Because I love Inferno, but I did ban it purely because of the skip, which you saw my skip skills on on Gauntlet.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I wasn't expecting to get it, but
You were really struggling with the skip on Gauntlet.
Yep. Once again, this time I did some practice with Ben, so didn't see that Ben ban.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because,
banned Ben because he's faster, but Mars is way easier.
yeah. Do you skip by the Monte Wall or the Rock?
I do the wall. Rock is way too sketchy for tournament, at least for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I tried to do the Rock twice and never worked out. So, but I did skip once at least with Wall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Boonta Classic was just wild though.
That's and the thing is, there's so many changes for me in frame rate and traction that I don't even know what I'm most comfortable with. So I went with the wrong ones for this one thing because I do have practiced band on Boonta, but
Right.
but yeah, it was nerves. I just
Yep. It's not an easy combination.
Yeah, well, especially when you weren't expecting your own pick there.
Yep.
Nock, what was your settings for Classic?
I did 30 FPS with an R60. I don't know if that's right. That's just where I'm most comfortable with Ben.
Because I was up in the 52 frame rate.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I knew it wanted to be kind of low because of all of the hairpins. But beyond that, Ubuntu Classic I just haven't done much work on.
So King Bean what's optimal on Beck?
What is optimal on Boonta Classic? Ben is optimal. And then after Ben, Mars is a really good pick. So is Mahonic and Elan Mac, and both of you neglected to take either of those pods.
Yeah, I wonder if I would have
They
done
would have
better
been
with Mal.
much. They would have been much easier than Ben, and nearly as fast.
Huh,
Yeah.
okay.
Neva Key would have also not been a bad pick, with Bullseye being banned.
Yeah, I just never tried it. Mahonic, I do like Mahonic, but he's wide, so I'm a little scared of that.
And likewise on Baru Coast, you can use a lot of the same pods on Baru Coast instead of using Ben or Mars. Well, Mars is fine there.
Yeah, I wish I would have put a little more time into that one. Because I knew that was a possibility, but then I just should have put in more practice time. That was very sketchy, even with Mars.
Yep, that happens.
And the thing is with Baru, so you went with Mars on Baru?
Yeah, I was talking with Dom about it a bit, and he seemed to think Mars is the second fastest there.
Okay. See, I didn't even think of that. I kind of not updated on lots of tracks with optional pods and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mars is a few seconds faster than Bullseye, but much harder.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to manage his heat.
Yeah, the heat managing is something I'm not good at. But I was 6 seconds behind my personal best at Baru, and that's an old record. And I was thinking, like, what did I do wrong? Because my Baru felt pretty solid, not the best, but not 6 seconds behind. I don't know what I did wrong there. Except for force, the velocity, but.
All right. Anything else you guys want to say?
Just GG's again, and thanks again, King Beandip, for agreeing to commentate this
welcome.
early in the day.
Yes. And yeah, very chaotic.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, I don't get it. My hands are shaking. I don't get it. I get worse by every race. I should get better, but...
The same thing happens to me.
Okay. Yeah, because I really saw it's a threat knock, so I was like, oof. Can't mess up now.
Yep.
Really? No, I was sweating bullets coming into this one. I was happy that I got 2 tracks, even.
That's one more than Digital got.
I'll take it.
Although Digital beat you 4-2.
Right. So...
All right. Well, GG's. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, very fun match. And congratulations again.
And so to all of the Americans, good morning. To all of the Europeans, good afternoon, I guess. And then if you're in Asia, what are you still doing awake? But yeah, GG's. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for commentating.
Yep, GG's. See y'all around.
GG's.